Hey guys, thank you for tuning in and watching my YouTube channel. You're watching another cooking episode with Cooking with KLun Divine on the KLun Divine Inspirations YouTube channel. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Today we are making some grilled T-bone steak and scalloped potatoes cooked down in onion butter, and we will be serving a tossed salad with it. As you can see here, this is our seasoned steak. I've already washed it thoroughly and put it seasoning on it. It's loaded with seasoning, and we have 2 T-bone steak that we're going to put on the George Foreman grill. Okay, that's the first one. And this is the second one. And as you can see, it is on aluminum foil. Aluminum foil makes easy cleanup on the George Foreman grill. So we have seasoned our steak, and then we put it on the aluminum foil. Okay, it's seasoned on both sides. So what you see on this side is also on the other side. It's evenly seasoned. Okay, and it's loaded with parsley, garlic, and herbs. Okay, so we have our garlic and herbs. We have garlic powder. We're going to use Cajun style spicy Louisiana classic all-purpose seasoning. We have the old-fashioned ground black pepper. We're using some parsley flakes for added color. Parsley really doesn't have a strong flavor to it. And we have some onion powder. And if you watch my other videos, you'll hear me talking about onion powder a lot. Onion powder is a salt substitute. I learned that a while back, a couple of years back, in a nutrition class. So if you want to eliminate salt from your diet or reduce the amount of salt intake, try using onion powder. It is a great salt substitute. Okay. And also the Cajun style seasoning is great to help cut down on the use of salt. It is a combination of seasonings in here. Okay, and then we're going to also marinate our steak in some steakhouse grill marinade. Okay, so you can see the seasoning is already on our steaks, and once they're done, we will either use the A1 steak seasoning or the Heinz 57 seasoning sauce on the top of the steak. Okay, and for our salad, we will top our salads with some fresh raspberries. Don't they look delicious? And they are, I already had several of these, and they are yummy. And we have some fresh strawberries that we slice and put on our salad. And also we have some fruit cocktail that we're going to open up and pour on our salad as well. So we will be getting our fruit and vegetable intake today with our salad mix and the fruits, along with the mashed potatoes that we're making. And the topping for our salad dressing will be the tangy bacon Catalina dressing, like the French dressing. You can see it's loaded with bacon. Okay, and we'll also be using the peppercorn ranch dressing. Okay, I like the tangy bacon. My husband liked the peppercorn ranch. So those are the 2 dressings that we'll be using. And as you can see here, some white potatoes. I've already began slicing, washing, and slicing those. These 3 are left out. I started with 11 potatoes, but I don't think I'm going to use these 3 yet. But I will see in a moment once I slice them completely up to see how many extra that I need. Okay guys, we're just going to fold this aluminum foil back up. It's completely seasoned, and we're going to fold it up in half like that. Okay, and you fold both ends up. Make sure the ends are secure on both sides like that. And we're doing the other one the same way. Okay, and there you have it. And we're just going to let that sit for a few minutes while we're cooking our potatoes. And as you can already see, I already have my seasoning blend in here. I've talked about seasoning blend before in my other videos. Seasoning blend is a combination of chopped or diced onions, red bell peppers, green bell peppers, and celery. And seasoning blend is a great lifesaver. It's already chopped up for you. You can store it in the freezer. It's great for cornbread dressing and different things like that if you want to season. Right, and I also put butter in here. We have about 3 tablespoons of butter, and it's already sauteing. As you can see, the onions and bell pepper and celery has begun to brown, and we're going to slice our white potatoes and add them in there. And we're going to add a little water. You don't want to put a whole lot of water. We'll use maybe about a cup of water, if that much. And then we will let those simmer for about 15 to 20 minutes until the white potatoes are completely tender. Okay, and here are some white potatoes I have already peeled and washed. And now we're going to slice those and put them in our pot. And just very quickly to show you the seasoning blend you can find at any grocery store. This was a large bag, the 1 pound bag, 1 pound 8 ounce bag. Okay, but it's about halfway finished now because I use it often. Like I said, it's a lifesaver. It has everything already chopped up in it. The red bell pepper, as you can see, green bell pepper, celery, and the onions. You can see that celery in there, and the red bell pepper, green bell pepper. There's plenty of onions. Okay, and again, that's called seasoning blend. Seasoning blend. So you check that out at your local grocery store. It's a great lifesaver. Very convenient when you're cooking and pressed for time, trying to get the dinner on the stove when you're running late from work and stuff. Also, guys, another thing that I like to do, you may not be able to see it very well, I hope you can, but this Ziploc bag has fresh bell pepper in it. Like if I buy the whole fresh bell peppers in the grocery store, I will go ahead and wash them and dice them up real fine and put them in a Ziploc bag and store them in the freezer just like the seasoning blend. So for people who like to buy fresh onions or fresh bell pepper, but you know sometimes you're not using them as often as you would like and they may start to soften or to turn, a great way to preserve those onions and bell pepper is to go ahead and rinse them, dice them up, put them in a Ziploc bag, and freeze them. And you'll have them ready whenever you get ready to use them. Very convenient. Okay guys, our potatoes are all seasoned and we have them cooking on a medium heat, and now I'm going to add water. Again, we don't want to add too much water. We want them to simmer until tender, and I'm going to add about a cup of warm water to it. Okay. You see all that parsley in there. And I'm using a kind of a medium-sized pan. It's not very large. Okay, and we're going to let that cook for a few minutes, about 20 minutes. Okay, and I think I'm going to add just a little bit more water. I did a cup. I'm going to add about a half a cup to that. and we'll come back and check on it close to finish time or finish time. Okay guys, you can see the potatoes are already bubbling, simmering, and they're about 5 minutes into the cook time, so we're gonna let them cook for about another 10 to 15 minutes to make sure they're completely tender throughout. Hey guys, we have our George Foreman grill here. It's heating up, and we're gonna begin to put our steak on it. Again, we have 2 T-bone steaks that we're gonna grill on the George Foreman grill. Hey, the lean, mean, fat grilling machine. So we've already prepped our steak as I showed you earlier. Okay, and our steak is over here. Okay, and we've already prepped them, seasoned them. If you're just tuning in, you caught midway of the video, you can see that our steak has been thoroughly seasoned with a combination of spices and marinade, and it has been sitting so that seasoning has had the opportunity to go through, and we did put it in aluminum foil. Aluminum foil will help it get that even cook. Of course, the George Foreman grill does a thorough cooking because once you close the grill, it allows it to heat on both sides, so both sides cook at the same time. But also the aluminum foil will give it that added heat, and it helps seals in the heat. Okay, so we have a piece of aluminum foil. We put our T-bone steaks on it, and we're just folding the aluminum foil in half, and we're sealing the ends. Show you that again. We're sealing the ends of the aluminum foil. Okay, like that. I've already done both of them, as you can see. They're both completely sealed. And then we're just going to put them on the grill. And also, this is a lifesaver because you don't have to worry about all that residue on your grill. It's quick, easy cleanup. Okay, the only time you may find something on there, if by some chance your aluminum foil tears for some reason and the juices may run on the grill, or if you have a oversized piece of meat that you're cooking on there, then of course the juice is going to run down the front of the grill. Inside of the grill, it will run down on that front. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and put these on the grill, and it doesn't take long for them to cook because, like I said, you're getting that double-sided heat in the cooking time, and it reduces the amount of time that you have to cook. And we're going to cook our steaks well done. Okay guys, we've put our first piece of steak on the George Foreman grill, and I am using one of these small George Foreman grill. I'm not using the large one, so we'll be cooking one steak at a time. Okay, it is on the grill. Alright, and we're just gonna sorry about that, close the grill down. Alright, and we will wait for that to cook, guys. Okay guys, we're just back over here checking on our potatoes again, and they are doing a great job cooking. Alright, they're about 10 minutes into the cook time now. Just giving a gentle stir, and they still need to cook a little while longer. Probably about another 10 minutes because they're still not tender. You can see that mashing. So we want them to be tender. Okay guys, we're back checking on the steak. As I was telling you about the easy cleanup by you using the aluminum foil. If you will look closely at the drip pan underneath the grill, you can see that the juices from the steak is dripping down into that pan. So see, it's not going directly on the grill because we're using that aluminum foil as a liner. All of the juices is running down the aluminum foil into the drip pan underneath. Like I said, it's very easy cleanup. So if you haven't been doing this, you may want to try that the next time you use your George Foreman grill. And I guarantee you, everyone, I promise you, once you use the aluminum foil, you're gonna love it. And I'm very confident that you're going to want to try that method every time you use your George Foreman grill. Very easy cleanup. Okay guys, there you have it. Our steak is done. That is the first steak. I still have another steak cooking on the George Foreman grill. But you can see how all of the juices were sealed in, because we have that aluminum foil. So although we did have some juice drainage, the majority was retained. So it's not dried out. It's very tender and juicy. And like I said, easy cleanup. We were able to go right ahead and put the next steak on the grill because we didn't have to clean off anything because the aluminum foil eliminated that. Easy cleanup. And our potatoes. You can see that red bell pepper, the green bell pepper, the onions, the celery, parsley, and the other combination of spices that was used to season. And they are good and tender. You can see where they started to break in pieces. Okay, good and tender. You don't want to overcook your scalloped potatoes because you don't want them to become mushy. We don't want mashed potatoes. We want scalloped potatoes. So like I said, we let these cook for almost 20 minutes. Okay, and you can use anywhere from 1 cup to 1.5 cups of water for the amount of potatoes that I use. But your amount of water may vary depending on the amount of potatoes that you're using. But you don't want to completely cover the white potatoes. So keep that in mind. You don't want to completely cover them. Okay, and now we're going to plate this. And I've already made my salad. And I topped it with raspberries, strawberries, and crouton, garlic and herb croutons. I didn't put any fruit cocktail on mine. That's something that my husband loves to put on his. But I just did raspberries and strawberries. And of course you can always add cheese and other ingredients like the dried fruit, dried pineapples, dried mangoes, dates, raisins, pecans, walnuts. You can add all of those. I do add those to my salad as well. And I may even put a little of that on here. Matter of fact, I think I will. Okay, I added my trail mix with dried mangoes, dried pineapples, dried coconuts, some raisins, some dates, And I even put some peanuts up there. Give you a closer look. So we're getting our fruits in, our vegetables, and the protein with our peanuts. Okay guys, we're finished, completely finished with our meal. You can see our juicy tender T-bone steak that was grilled on the George Foreman grill, our sauteed seasoned scallop homemade potatoes, and of course, let's not forget about our delicious salad. So guys, we have a complete meal. Thank you for watching, guys. Stay tuned for more wonderful cooking videos. If you haven't done so, please go subscribe to my YouTube channel, KLun Divine Inspiration, where you'll be able to see more content when I post new videos. Please hit that notification bell so that you will be notified immediately once my new content posts to YouTube. Again, that's KLun Divine Inspirations on YouTube. Please subscribe to the channel, like this video. Please feel free to share. Follow me on YouTube. Click that notification bell, guys. And please leave me a comment telling me how you like this video. Also, leave me a comment telling me what other foods or meals you would like me to do a video on. Thank you for watching, guys. Be blessed. Until the next time, this is Cooking with KLun Divine. Have a blessed day. Thank you.